So, I started a video because I was going to show you what I was making for dinner. Pretty much the same thing I made last night, except for it doesn't have the squish in it. Sometimes I say squish, sometimes I say squash. And if I ever say I always do something, I don't always do it. But that's a habit too. Anyway, so I started this video and I forgot I wasn't wearing any pants. So anyway, what I have in the bucket, I'm going to do in the microwave because it's just so easy to do and whatever. I have the rest of the can of fire roasted diced tomatoes. I turn the camera around. Wow, there's my iced tea. Hey, that's pretty cool looking. Anyway, I have pants on this time, see? But fire roasted diced tomatoes from Walmart. These ones are spicy. Some you can get that are mild, whatever. When I make these kind of meals, it just doesn't taste right if there isn't spice in it for me. And I don't do spice very well, but if it just doesn't taste right. I put in probably about a cup of the Wonder sauce. That goes in just about anything that's red. And what is your issue, man? You are ticking me off today. Later on, I'll probably fry up some more meat and put it in there. But I got this sriracha. Sriracha has become one of my loves. Watch this. Good dollop of sriracha. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. I got all that mixed in there. And I don't know how long to put it in the mic. Let's see how hot it is. It's got a bit of a burn. I like it. Put some water in it because when you make rice, you have to have water. And it's watery, but if you did it with just this, and I know this for a fact because I got lazy a few times, you get bony rice. So I just put a little water in there. One thing I do when it is too spicy is and this ain't too spicy. Now it looks like soup. I'll change you around again, let you see. Hello! Now it looks like soup. Just, I'm going to guess how much to put. Because that's how I do it. Again, for me, I just guess. Where did I put my rice? I don't eat a lot of pasta. Sadly, pasta to me feels like a clump of lay sitting in the bottom, or clump of lay. I can't English today. A clump of clay. Let's see. It's about a cup. I'll put a little bit more in. Rice looks like there isn't enough until you go to try to cook it. And then you have this big pan of raw rice. And you're trying for like 3 days to keep adding more water and adding more water. You just need to just like throw that out. I think, get those pieces of rice. I don't eat raw rice. I used to try things when they were raw, like pasta and rice and things like that, until my dad looked at me and says, "Do you want your stomach to explode?" And I was like, "No." He says, "Well, that's what happens when they put rice in your stomach. That's why birds can't have it." So, and yeah, I guess my shorts probably should have been a little longer than my cooch, but at least you're not seeing my bumps and holes. They're all covered. Now I gotta find the lid to that. Oh, here it is. And I'm going to put it in for 3 pushes of the potato, because that's all they give you. Stop. They only give you a choice to make 3 potatoes, which gives you 16 minutes. So when that's done, I'll stir it up and find out what else I need to do with it, or if it's good. I might add more rice to it, but I know I'm going to chop up. I could do that right now too. Oh, I stuck my head in a little skunk's hole, and the little skunk said, "Upon my soul, take it out, take it out, remove it." But I didn't take it out, and I didn't remove it. The little skunk said, "Oh, I took it out, I took it out, I removed it." My grandma used to sing that to me. Air fry pan. I should just call that my oven, because it isn't just an air fryer, but whatever. I'm chopping it up. I have a regular stove, a big regular stove, but I'm not sitting around my house making turkeys here. So I put I put ceramic tiles, but they're really big ones. I got them for $1 over at the Restore, but I put those over top. The reason they're ceramic ones is I know the stove is unplugged, but what if? So, you know. So that's more of a counter. So what I did, if I absolutely need to pan fry something at a resale shop, because I'm poor, I get my stuff at resale shops. Anyway, I got one of these. I forget what they're called. One pump chump. I don't know. Just one of these things. And I got pans I can... My bike's in the way for once. And I got pans I can do that on. I mean, but... Actually, you know, I think I might do that. Ooh, I gotta get the... Okay. Well, I guess I've changed the plans. Every time I cook, change the plans. Change the plans. Whoa. Stay there. I'm gonna get me a ceramic tile. A few ceramic tiles. I use them for trivets, or whatever you call them. Ooh, I don't want that first. And these ones, ooh, I don't want that one there. Maybe 3 of them will do. But, fudgy monkeys! It was already hot. I forgot that I plugged it in. Woo! You're lucky I didn't say the F word. Let me find some aloe really fast. Woo! It hurt. Hello, after sun. I burn myself a lot. Apparently people aren't supposed to play with fire, and I do. Ooh, that's gonna leave it. Let's see, this is on. What is it on? It's not even on. Why is it on? I mean, whatever, but. Okay, that's not going to work. I'm going to need a fourth one. Somebody decided I needed these once, and I had to find uses for them because they're not a bad thing to have, but they are. Let's put it on medium. My fork. I gotta rinse my hand off because I had the aloe on there. Oh, I was gonna watch a movie. Well, it's a mini-series. I was gonna watch Daisy Jones and the Six because I miss Pam. We watched that while I was there. There. I don't add grease because that is solid grease. I mean, who needs more butter than that? Or more grease than that? So anyway, I put it on medium. And I wait. Let me see, do I have a lid I can put that on for splatter protection? La da 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 da, la da da. Somebody once told me the world. I don't know if those are the words or not, but my daughter used to sing this to me. Like sing all the time, and it used to be just that one song. And I keep singing like the wrong lyrics. Is that a lid? That's the lid. There we go. I found it. It might not be the lid, but it fits. So, got that going. Got that going. Spanish rice for dinner. But yeah, I put these down on here. Yeah. Ew, where'd that piece of grass come from? Must have, I don't know. I put these, is that on medium? Oh, yeah, medium, because that's high right there, and that's medium. So, whoo, that's pretty. I better not touch that. Need more than aloe. But I put these on the counter because I don't want... When I had the air fryer sitting here, I didn't realize you had to vent it, and I'm lucky this one didn't catch on fire like the other one did when it was, but it burnt my wall. So I put things like these down so I don't burn my counter some more. I really, really, really would enjoy staying alive. Staying alive! Ah, 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 ah! No. Anyway, I got the hair for it. So now we're going to sit here and we're going to cook some sausages. Sausage. I got to clean those pans. They got... I made tea the other day. I use 2 bags of Lipton cold brew and let's see, one of those apple juice containers from, you know, the store. Here it is. Apple juice container. And I put 2 the other of the tea bags in there and just have cold brew tea. I don't sugar it. I'm not from the South. But, ugh. I mean, I don't know. I don't put sugar in my coffee either. Put my popcorn away. I'm going to actually put you guys down so I'm going to put you down so I can do these dishes. Is it going to let me? There we are. Hello. I mean, there's only like 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's some meat. I don't want that going in the drain. Dump this out because it's got drippings from the last time I did dishes yesterday morning. But I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 dishes to do, so. I recently figured out for myself that I like to get the dishes done when there's little tiny bits like this left or to do, because otherwise I get overwhelmed and they sit there. And I'm like, decide. And there's been times that I've had to throw whole sinks of dishes away because it got too much. Let's check this meat. It's browning. I almost grabbed that with my naked hand. Let's see here. Put you down here for a minute just so you can hear something other than me waving the phone around. I mean, maybe you'd like to see my shorts. Yeah. Oh, turn the water off. And yes, I do realize that in just a few minutes, I will be eating off of one of those plates again. But I felt that, and I think this is cooked enough. I feel that I like to be able to just grab a nice clean plate and go. And I don't understand why I didn't feel that way before. But now it's just like, you know, it's just really nice. I made the habit of, and guys, I ran out of dish soap. So you know what? I probably should go get my baking soda. Be right back. Baking soda. I ran out of dish soap before I went on my trip, and I thought I'll get some when I get back. I haven't really actually been to the store, so I use baking soda. That needs to be opened a little further. I was just a little, and I use vinegar. Woo! I don't know if you could see that. That was awesome. And then I use, because that's just baking soda and vinegar, yeah, it would work. But I use my government gives me, my government only, the government of Tressa Pratt, United Michigan. They give me money for Band-Aids and stuff like that, so I can get like denture tablets. Denture tablets are nothing but bleach and baking soda. So bleach will go in there to help me clean. One thing that I did notice about this mixture, and this is only a temporary mixture, is that it doesn't, let's see, let's put 1, 2, it looks like bath bombs going off. 3, I'll do 1 more. 4. But what it doesn't do is it doesn't take the grease, which I know grease can hold dirt too. But like I said, this is only temporary for like a day or 2 until I can actually go get some dish soap. Otherwise, you know, I can clean with my cleaner. How fun would that be? Yee-haw! Mofo! Oh, there's still melting in there. I am paranoid heck with sharp knives, so I clean them all by themselves without the, and then I rinse them all by themselves, and then I stick them way over there, so I'm not having to worry about that. I should go and see where my popcorn bowl from earlier went. Need some tea. Be right back. I'll find my popcorn bowl. I had popcorn earlier. Oh, here it is. I did bring it over here. If it's not too full of butter, something else I do with popcorn, people are going to think I'm freaking crazy, but you know what? People already do. Wipe all this grease out of the bottom because I overdid it with this batch. Is if I do it without oil when I pop it in the microwave, because I'll do it in that pot again, and you could do it with or without the oil. But if I do it without oil and then I don't get a lot of oil on it when I eat it, I'll save the Old Maids. And I'll put them in instant coffee. Yuck. I'll put them in a coffee grinder and make cornbread. Not in the coffee grinder, of course. Yeah, there's a few more steps than that, but I'll crunch it up for cornbread. And I made some cornbread the other day with that tasted just like you got it from like the mix. I was like, oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. There we go. Let's see. I am not touching that yet. Let's see how it looks in the microwave. Hot. It does come out a little bit hot. Let's see. The reveal. And I can almost guarantee... no, that rice looks about done. I bought me one of these in case it got lazy and I didn't feel like doing too many dishes, but apparently I have dishes. So, put that in there. Well, no, we're just going to set this here because I don't know if these are done yet, if this is done yet or not. Oh, it looks good. It needs about another squirt of water. So there's my dirty wall. No, I thought it was my dirty wall. Need about a squirt of water because it was still just a little. I guess cooks call it al dente or al dente or whatever, but I ain't French or Italian, so I just call it bony. Stick that in there. pretty sure I'm done with my pan, so we'll just grab and go. And guys, this is going to be, again, 2 or 3 meals of just eating this. So, oh, you know what would taste good in here? And I have it in the freezer. It's a Mexican meal. It's Mexican-based meal. A little bit of corn. Corn would taste really good in there. I'm going to try that. Later on, for dessert, I will have Greek yogurt and strawberry and banana. What I do is I go to the freezer section for this kind of stuff for me. Fruits and vegetables. Sometimes I get fresh fruits because sometimes I just want a treat. But fruits and vegetables, I go to the frozen. Because again, I'm going to say this many, many times. It's only me. And if I had corn, it would go rotten. If I had a head of lettuce, or if I had a head of broccoli, or a head of cauliflower, it would go bad before I cooked it. Because I would be like, oh, it's still good, it's still good. Oh, darn it, it's gone. So I go to the frozen section for this stuff. For me, it's the next best thing. They don't usually add a bunch of salt to it. Canned is okay, but canned to me is like junk food because they add salt to it. Sorry about that light above, otherwise we wouldn't see me or something. Maybe you don't see me anyway. And you want to know something? I would honestly rather... Oh, I know what I'll have later. I'll thaw this apple out. And find a bowl. But honestly, I would just rather just not waste food if I don't have to. And that's how I do it for me. I don't have another bowl. Well, it's... When I get apples, sometimes I'm not able to eat all of them. So I'll throw them in the freezer. And I do it whole because I'm lazy. Just flat out, I'm lazy. And one time I brought it out to... I was like, oh, I want an apple. I'm like, oh, it's frozen. So it was frozen. And... I thawed it out, and it was brown, and it was kind of mushy, and I looked at it, I'm like, am I going to eat this? I tried it. It needed absolutely zero anything, because it tasted like apple pie. I was like, wow. And then I realized, when apples get frosted, that brings the sugar up. So that's one of my favorite desserts, is a thawed out frozen apple. Cool enough to touch. Not cool enough to put back in the cupboard yet, so I do like it unplugged. I like to unplug stuff when I'm not looking, when I'm not around, because it helps me out. I gotta find... You know what? This pan is clean and the apple can just sit in there. Because I don't know where all my bowls are. Because, actually I do know where a lot of my bowls are. When I left a whole bunch of different little bowls around the house for the cats to eat, just in case somebody couldn't get in here because of a snowstorm and they wouldn't be starving or thirsty, just a little mad and scared, which is what they were when I got back, because it did storm when I was gone. Somebody got in 2 days in a row, so they were okay in the middle of the thing, so they were okay, but they were scared and lonely and didn't understand why Mommy was gone. They'll never learn. They'll never learn. Dishes. Dishes used to be one of my absolute least favorite jobs. When I was growing up as a kid, dishes was a punishment. If you did something bad, you had to do the dishes. If you didn't do the dishes right the first night, you did the dishes the next night. And so on and so on. Now, sibling had a chance to have to do the dishes too. Sibling would poke at me until I would react. I would react and get angry and yada yada yada. Mom and Dad would see me react and I always ended up doing the dishes. And she was happy about that. And when she did the dishes, she would wash coffee cups, plates, dishes, plates and bowls. Silverware and pots and pans were left on the counter for the next person to do them the next day. And I'd get in trouble, so I'd have to. Wench. So, anyway. Dishes. La da da da. La da da. So there's my bowl I'm probably going to eat out of, this one, which I ate out of yesterday, or ate the stuff yesterday. That's just coffee. I know, I just don't like coffee in the water, and I'm cleaning my cup in the cup, but it's going to get rinsed. Going to get rinsed. I'll have to wash my popcorn bowl independently without water that way, then, because I did dump my coffee in here and I forgot the one bowl. But oh my goodness, Squeaky baby, what is your issue? I will go. It's dry. And the only dish washer I can afford is a Tresematic 74. So that's another reason I like to get the dishes done and done now, is because I'm the only one that I'm the only one here to do them, and I end up doing them by hand. Off of that one later. This is a monumental thing in my life, to decide to actually do this and keep it clean. Another part of the healing process, another part of, are you taking care of yourself? This because we will get I guess I'll just use some finger, clean that one out because it's the only liquid I have other than water. Stay up there. I'll kick your butt. Let's see, that has coffee in it. I'm not gonna. It's sealed, my carafe. It's sealed, so. Alright, is this hot and cool enough to put in the cupboard, back in the cupboard? Yep. It's cool enough to put away. Beep! Beep! Oh, well. I'm going to put this up here because I know it's clean. I don't need that in here. Put my trivet thingies away. My ceramic tiles. And I have a couple of like really big tiles, but I got to find uses for these little ones too. What? Is it dinner time. I fed you, you fool. It's right there. Do you want that? You eat it. I know for a fact I just fed you. There's that. And here's her leftovers. Frickin' Hobbit. It's worse than an old man that has to have his dinner right now, right now, right now. Oh, you didn't cook me dinner. Squeaky, we're going to have a talk later when I'm not on camera. You and me. You and me, boy. You and me. I'm going to fight you. You want to throw hands, man? Yeah? Come here. I'll get you. Really, that's all the extent that it goes for him, because I got to move you guys because I got to clean my counter. I cleaned this half already. Ah, you fell. Let's see. Ah, you fell again. There. Anyway, I got to clean my counter. Here's my tea. I don't want to spray that stuff in it. But, yeah, this is really kind of, I mean, my besties and anybody that really knows me closely knows this is pretty monumental for me to want to keep this stuff up. It's a good, big, huge milestone for me. I'll empty the chunks out of that. Oops. Wipe the sink down and then rinse it, you doof. Bleh. Ew, I don't want that in there. I just cleaned. So, as I keep rambling on, one of the things that I have tried to say is another ramble is I just did not care. And I do now. And I am going to, when I have my dinner, sit down and watch a few episodes of Daisy Jones and the Six. Because Pam saw it 3 times, and one of the 3 times it was with me. And I'm like, well, why'd you do that? Well, I watched the thing myself with her, and I'm like, oh, that's why. I recommend, if you can find it anywhere, I guess it's on Prime Video, but if you can find it anywhere, watch it. It's good. It is good. Oh my gosh, it's a good show. But I said in one of her, I think it was one of her lives, that it leaves you hanging, and it's a mini series. So it does, they're not going to give us more. So, on them, but, ow, 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 ow. I slammed my finger in between the oven door and the counter. Yeah, I was going to throw this thing out, and I did scrape it off as much as I could because whatever, but I was going to throw it out on the sole purpose of the fact that I didn't clean it. That's $80. What could I do for 80? What kind of meals could I buy for like 80 straight up dollars? Probably not many anymore because food is not cheap anymore, but if you eat like me, it is, but I was taught how to eat Great Depression food. My dad calls it poor man food. I don't know what else to call it, and I'm not trying to be ignorant, but my dad straight up calls it poor man food. I'll have to sweep later too, because I got crumbs on my floor, but well, that's that. I got dessert thawing out. I guess that doesn't fit in there, so I guess it'll just stay on the counter. Where are you? I thought I heard a mouse, guys. Living in a trailer, living in a at least 11-year-old trailer. Sometimes you get mice. And, oh my, I didn't do the thing for the microwave. I'll just put that in there and do it later. Because it's not filthy, but I do wash it like a dish every time I use it. But anyway, I live in a trailer. It's over 11 years old. I think it was a 90s trailer. A lot of people have lived in here. I found this weird letter behind the mirror. I'll find it for you. Just a second. I kept it because I don't know what to do with it. I probably should have thrown it away, but the mirror in my working bathroom had a crack in it. So I moved the mirror in my non-working bathroom to my working bathroom. In this letter, I do not know. I don't know what year it's from, but it's like all brown and crinkly. And it was in the mirror. The one that didn't have a crack in it in the bathroom, and it says, "Dear Megan," which is spelled like my niece's name, which is weird, but I know it's not her because she's always lived downstate. Let me say, I don't know what happened either. Whatever happened is over now. I have to go on with my life, and so do you. Whether I'm here or there, I rather have one loyal and true friend than 100 fake ones. It's your decision what you rather have. You will not be risking your life. You will not be risking your life for me, because if your life is them, then stay with them. My life is not them. I will make it, even if I have to do it by myself. I sure as HE double hockey sticks will not myself over them, because I would just be telling them they were my whole life. Believe me, I misjudge them too. I feel like squat because of that. Then, or when it comes right down to it, I'm going to have to forget about my friendship with them. I just hope I wasn't the whole cause of everything. I don't want to believe everyone hates me that much. Your letter meant a lot to me. At least one person is still behind me. Thanks. Love ya. Kim. And then it says, P.S. I would just like to forget my past, especially Ryan, Matthew, Hannah. I tried to look that name up on the internet, whatever, nothing. I don't know what to do with this, but it seems like bad mojo to throw it away. So I don't know what to do with that. Anyway, I found that behind the mirror, and when I moved in, or when I cleaned, I found that. And there's a big giant knife that I found alongside that thing that I don't remember owning. Let's see if I can find the thing without cutting myself in the knife drawer. That the one? No. This is the one I owned. I know this is the one because it says Faber-Castell on it. You can't really see it, but you can see the brand. Sorry about the glue on there. I was playing with resin. It's actually, yeah, it's resin. It's not glue. See if I find this cursed knife. I do not remember having a knife this big. Maybe I... Here it is. Okay. This is scary after finding that letter. That knife was under the counter. So, I don't know what to do with it. So it just went in with my sharp knives. Another thing I found when moving that, well, not moving it, but when I moved in, there was this ceramic cat from the rose red tea, and it was sitting on that same mirror. So I'm like, all right, funny joke, we'll just leave it there, you know, that's not hurting anything there. Here, let me get a spoon. But I don't know what happened to it, because when I went to move the mirror again, it was gone. It, like, literally, like, gone, not in the same room, never, nowhere. Let me see if it needs... Oh, it's perfect. And anyway, that ceramic cat disappeared. But again, there's been many people that have... Hey, how do you like my belly? There's been many people that have lived in this house. So, I don't know the history of this house. I just hope for the best. That's all I have to say is I hope for the best. Let me get some more tea. I think I'm going to chop up a little bit of cheese. Squeaky, I know for a fact, you know what? Actually, I think instead of cheese, is it frozen? Oh, I made ranch Greek yogurt before I left. I used Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. Now, Greek yogurt to me tastes just a little bit more sweet than sour cream. It also tastes like pure sin. Like you are doing something you are not supposed to be doing. But that's not true. It's Greek yogurt. What did I... Oh, I put the lid in there. I could actually put all of that in the refrigerator in that pan. Da, 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 da! I don't have to get out any saran wrap. Because I don't love saran wrap. It is not my best friend. I don't really like disposable stuff, yet I do like the convenience of it, but I don't like doing my part and leaving a crap trail on the earth either. So, that's put in the fridge, and I'm gonna stir it up because it's watery. I'm gonna put a big dollop of that on there. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. See? I mean, I put that aloe on there after I touched that thing and said, ow, 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 it's hot. No burn. I'm okay. I leave it in my kitchen like that. I don't use it for just sunburns because what is a sunburn? A burn from the sun. What is a blister from the stove? A burn. So the secret to cooling spicy stuff down is adding just a little bit of dairy. Cheese works really good with spicy because cheese, you know. Yogurt, sour cream, butter. If you're in a pinch, butter. You put a little butter in your chili. But I prefer this. So I'm going to eat dinner. Thank you for enjoying my cooking and cleaning session. See you in a while. Stop.